All right, welcome back, guys. We're here with another update on my dividend investing portfolio. If you're new to the channel, what I do is every week or so, or sometimes twice a week, I add in a little bit more cash, usually a few $100s, and I'm just documenting my journey as I'm growing this dividend account with mostly Canadian dividend paying stocks. Actually, for now, everything is Canadian, and the reason why is I am Canadian and I have everything in a tax-free savings account. And actually the taxes work out for me much better if everything is Canadian. So for now, I'm just planning to keep it all in the TSX, and then later in life, I think I'll start shifting things around once I max out that account for tax reasons and then start doing, buying international stocks and things like that. But for now, I'm keeping it all Canadian. And yeah, anyways, if you're also a subscriber, thank you for coming back. I really appreciate that you guys keep coming and watching these videos. And yeah, if you like the videos, make sure you hit a thumbs up. It doesn't take much effort and it really helps me and my videos so they can be, shown to other people as well in YouTube. So anyways, let's get started. The stock value here now is sitting around $8,690. And so far since September, I've received $51 in total in dividends. And with all of the other individual gains and losses in the account, basically I'm up $675 or just under 8%. So yeah, things are looking good right now, sitting at 4.39% average yield. This is going to drop at the end of this video because today I'm going to be buying some consumer stocks that have a much lower dividend payout, but some growth opportunities there. But yeah, the total estimated dividend income based on the forward annual dividends of all of the things in my portfolio is sitting at about $380, which works out to a little bit over $1 a day or $30 per month on average. So yeah, anyways, I'm really heavily invested in utilities. And today, like I said, I'm going to be picking up some more consumer staples. I'd like to grow out this part of the pie a little bit today as there's some good opportunities. And then later, I think I'll also try to grow out some of the rest of these if there's good opportunities to buy. So when I'm looking at my portfolio here, I was just skimming through and most of the portfolios in the green. The positions that are in the red, which would be good buying opportunities for me right now, are already taking up pretty big pieces of my pie. Like if I had an equal representation of each company, I have 30 positions, so I'd be looking at 3.33%, of my holdings in each account. And a lot of the ones that are in the red, because they've been dropping lately, I keep adding more, but they're, around 6 or 7% or something like that. So I do want to kind of spread it out a little bit more and not just keep dumping money into those ones, just to kind of maintain my diversity. So what I want to do then is just jump into Wealthsimple Trade, which is the broker that I use. This is a really nice broker to be using, or trading app, whatever you want to call it. There's no trading fees, and so what I often do is I'm just buying 1 or 2 stocks at a time, and because there's no fees, I don't get slammed by that fee on each trade, which really works with my style. So yeah, if you're in Canada and you want to try it out, you can click the link in the description, and if you deposit $100 into your account and make a trade, then Wealthsimple will also give you $10 bonus. So that's pretty nice, like an immediate way to get 10% return on your investment guaranteed, no matter what else happens to it. So check out that link in the description, and otherwise we'll just go ahead. The companies that I was looking to pick up today are this one. It's ATD.B, which is Alimentation Couche-Tard. I always have a hard time saying that. But basically, these are like the convenience store guys. They're always at a bunch of gas stations. They own Circle K and a few other brands. Yeah, some down here. And if we just take a quick look here at what's going on, their price has dropped recently in this month, and I'm going to jump on that in the hope that it goes back up, but we'll see what happens. Otherwise, they do just have a very strong kind of pattern of growth, and it's something that I want to basically get in on as well. So we can see that the yield here is quite a bit lower than what I'm used to, but that's okay. Everything doesn't have to be super high yield. This is kind of a very long-term play for me. So what I want to do here is I just want to add in about $100 to this position to get started. So let's just take, let's say, 3 shares, and I'm just going to go with a market buy right now. Not too worried about the exact price because I don't have this in my portfolio yet. And yeah, there we go. So I'll have 3 to start off with. I also wanted to start a position in Loblaws, so that is L.TO. Yeah, there we go. These guys, this is Superstore and a bunch of other drugstores and things like that. I'm a big fan of Superstore, actually. Like when I'm around, usually I'm shopping there anyways because everything is way cheaper than other grocery store chains where I live. So I'm kind of a fan of this company personally. Again, the dividend yield is a bit lower than what I'm used to, 2%. But in the last year or so, they have been kind of on this downward trend. And so I'm going to pick them up before, maybe if they go back up, I think now is a good time to buy. And even if it continues to drop, that's fine. Then I'll just come back in with another amount and I'll keep lowering my average buy until it starts going up again. And so I'm not going to drop in like a huge crazy amount into this. But yeah, I think I'm going to put in about 100 as well. So that'll be 2 shares. So we're just going to buy 2 with the market buy. And if it starts going back up again, that's good. That's like accomplishes my goal and I can start buying other things. And if it keeps going down, yeah, then I'll just keep reducing my price. So now that we have those in, I also just wanted to diversify in my consumer segment a little bit. And so I also wanted to pick up Metro while I was here as well, which is MRU.TSX. And again, here we have a very similar pattern of a little bit of dropping here. And I think also this is a good time. Now we're looking at the yield here also below 2%. And again, that's fine. Looking here for the dividend growth. And you can actually find some information on that. I don't have it with me right now. Yeah, let's just jump back into the Google Sheet then instead. And what I want to do is I want to record my transactions in my transactions tab because I just picked up some new in the other consumer products. So what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to type in exactly the price that I paid according to the notification that I got in Wealthsimple Trade, because what I paid for and what it told me it was on the market buy might be slightly different. And if you noticed there, I was fussing around with this, getting some errors. This is a good reason to actually automatically display stock name in a Google Sheet, because I was typing it in wrong. And if I type it in wrong here, it's going to make a bunch of errors elsewhere. And so it wouldn't work, it wouldn't show me the actual name until I typed it in right, which is a good check if you are using Google Sheets to not type in the company name itself, but definitely use the function for the lookup of the name. So anyways, now that these are brand new into the portfolio, what we have to do is we have to add in them into the portfolio tab as well. So I'll just drop in number 31, 32, and 33, update the sectors, and drop in their names as well, their tickers. And to find out what their annual dividend is, we just have to jump into the Sparkline tab, come here and drop down to the bottom where they are now appearing, and then click on the link that will take us to Yahoo Finance right here. And it's going to display the forward dividend yield of $0.35 per share. So we can drop that back into the sheet in the cell, 0.35. And then we can do the same lookup for the other two, and it's going to be $1.34 per share and $0.9 per share. Okay, so then the next thing I do is I just drag this down and it's going to update everything as well. And make sure I double check here for the actual stock name as well, that it's coming as the one I actually expected. And they are, so that's good. So the next thing that I do is I just pop back into the summary tab and just take a look that, yeah, the cash is 157 as expected. And my annual dividend income has jumped up. It was $381 before, and it's just jumped up to about $387. So not much of a jump today, but all of these stocks are basically for the growth. And over time, then I'll be seeing the dividend income of those stocks just naturally growing without even putting in more into the position. So yeah, there is one other thing that I do when I add new stocks to my portfolio is I also have a list on Yahoo Finance. So we can jump over to that. And it's actually in my watch list, I think. So if we come down here, basically I also have all of the shares in here. I don't track the actual amount that I'm holding, but just have a list of all of the symbols that are in my account. And what I want to do here is I just want to add in the extra symbols that I've just added. And it's a slightly different format here, which is kind of annoying, but it's workable. So it's -B.TO. So I want to add that one. And then I also want to add it's L.TO. Good. And then I also want to add MRU.TO. Cool. Then I'm just going to bring these down into into the correct position that matches the chronological order that I buy them in. So they'll be down at the bottom here. And then basically what I also have here is I have a slightly reduced sheet here that has the information on the forward annual dividend rate. What I'll do is I'll copy this whole list because it's in the same order that's in my portfolio. And I'll just jump back in and I'll just paste it basically in a list that's beside this list. And I find that this is the easiest way to just quickly check to see which dividends have changed, as generally they're increasing. Of course, with COVID and all that stuff, some of them have issues like Ryokan dropped. But over the months and over the years, generally the dividends do increase, especially on the growth ones down here. And yeah, it's just the fastest way for now to update this. And until Google Finance has a way to automatically pull in the dividend, that's the way that's the easiest to do it. It is faster than going into the Sparkline tab for every single stock, especially if you have a large portfolio. and looking it up with the links and doing one at a time. It's just a quicker way. Which brings me just to my last point, that if you do like this sheet, the one that I've been using in all the videos, and you would like to get it for yourself, there is a link down in the description as well where you can get the sheet and you can give it a go for yourself. So if you like the format and if you like how it looks for all that, you can do that with all of these different tabs, and you can track your dividends with this spreadsheet if you want. But yeah, otherwise guys, if you enjoy the videos, please do leave a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, and make sure to come back for the next video when we'll go over another update, probably in a couple days or sometime next week.